Hi guys, how are you all doing today? I'm back, Zara Black, transformational life coach. Today I actually wanted to do a video on religion versus spirituality. And I've actually got a podcast version of this video as well, so you might want to check it out on my Spotify or Apple Music or Anchor FM. I think there'll be a link to it in the bio as well. So do check it out as well if you like this video. So I think the main differences between religion and spirituality are that spirituality is more about your own personal relationship, with spirituality, with truth. It's about truth seeking, it's about authenticity. It's not just following a set of rules, which I think is what religion is more about. It's about having or being conditioned in a certain way and behaving in that specific way, following this bunch of rules or doctrines or rituals that you have to do. It's kind of more measurable religion, because it's more about going to the brick and mortar temple or the synagogue or the church or what have you. It's more about worshiping God and knowing these scriptures, knowing the scribes, knowing these kind of thing, whereby so it's a bit more narrow in that, okay, if you follow the religion, you have to do this, you have to behave like this, you have to dress like this, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't go here, you can't do this. Whereby spirituality is a little bit more open. It's a little bit more open. It's more about just living your authentic self, just going for spiritual development. It's not measurable. You can't say, if I don't know this amount of scriptures, or if I don't go to the brick and mortar place, maybe I'm backsliding or what have you. There is no kind of measure for it. I mean, what actually gave me the inspiration to do this video was a quote by Deepak Chopra. And he actually said, religion is the belief in somebody else's experience. Spirituality is having your own experience. And I think that is like the perfect quote to describe spirituality, because it literally is about having your own experience and finding your own truth, whether that be through religion, whether that be through meditation, whether that be through doing spiritual baths or, sound healing or what have you, mixing your own herbs, doing your own rituals, that kind of thing. And another thing about spirituality is it's very, as I say, very open. You can dabble into all religions, all sort of spiritual practices, all sort of spiritual readings, teachings, holy books. You can dabble into every single one and kind of pick what works for you, because it really is about your own personal walk and your own personal truth. There is no, if I'm a Christian, I can't read the Quran, or, I can't read the Torah, or, I can't fast for Ramadan, or I can't go to church if I'm a Muslim, or, I have to wear a hijab or what have you. It's more about spirituality. You can dabble in as many spiritual beliefs, practices, or whatever as necessary for you and your own personal development. So it's not as rigid, I think, as religion. Another thing is that spirituality is kind of the belief that God is inside you. God is inside you, whereby I think religion is more about like God is outside. I'm worshiping something outside of myself. I'm serving something outside of myself, whereby spirituality is more like, okay, the divine is actually within. Me and God are one, that kind of thing. If I look for God, I find myself, kind of thing. So it's kind of rolling that into one, instead of whereby religion kind of gets you to shrink yourself. Okay, I'm so small in comparison to God. Who am I? Who am I to go before God, essentially. Whereby spirituality is like not about having that fear of God. It's about accepting that, okay, I am God. I am a co-creator of my life. I am powerful, that kind of thing. So it's a little bit more empowering. I would say. Again, religion is the belief that, you know, in the afterlife, if I'm good on earth, then when I die, I'm going to go to heaven. You know, there is a reward for being good here on earth, and that's future based. So everything I do on earth now, good or bad, I'm going to be rewarded or punished later on in the future, because it's all about the future. The ultimate goal in most religions is to go to heaven, whereby in spirituality, it's not so future based, whereby the ultimate goal is going to heaven. It's just being present here and being a good person here on earth. You know, if I do good things are going to come back to me. So that's why I think the law of karma is kind of synonymous with spirituality, because it's more about whatever I do here and now, you know, I'm going to get rewarded here and now. You know, heaven is a state of mind. You can actually live in heaven on earth with spirituality. Another couple of things. Let me just check my notes to see what else that I personally, you know, I think religion sort of teaches you that, you know, you're in inherent sin. You know, when you're born, you're a sinner straight away, and you know, all your life you have to fight to get, you know, atonement. All your life you have to fight to get forgiveness. All your life you have to fight, you know, to prove yourself, kind of thing. So it's kind of like almost starting as a not enoughness, you know, and then you have to prove yourself all your life, whereby spirituality, I think, is about like, you were born okay, you were born perfect, you were born kind of all of these things. That's what spirituality is more about, you know. It's about practicing good behavior here on earth, and you know, just being a good person all round. I think that is about it, actually. Yeah, I think that is a bit about it, you know. I think people in religion more so do the worship, do the serving of God in order to get favor, you know. Okay, if I do all these things, you know, God is going to bless me, kind of thing, instead of just being like, you know, I'm doing these good things because I'm just an inherent good person. You know, I want to evolve into the best version of me that I can possibly be, you know. Not because there is an external reward from a higher power or God or whatever. It's just because that's just who I am. That's the kind of loving, giving person that I am. The kind of idea that that's almost godlike, you know, to be that kind of loving, giving person. It's about recognizing your own divinity rather than, you know, saying, okay, you know, this is the set of rules. There's no kind of authority figure in spirituality, because you're kind of taking from everywhere and kind of creating your own meaning out of it, whereby I think religion is a little bit more rigid, like, you know, okay, you know, the spiritual leader says something and, you know, that's what everybody's doing. That's what we're doing now, you know, because the because the spiritual leader said so, kind of thing. And yeah, I think spirituality is more about love. Essentially, it's just more about spreading the love and spreading the light, you know, igniting that light that is within. That's what it's all about, spirituality. Whereby I think religion is just about fear, you know, the fear of going to hell, the fear of the God outside you, the fear of what's going to happen to you if you do all these naughty things that your holy book tells you not to do. The fear, that kind of feeling that you have to repent, you know, you've done something bad. You know, even as a child you can have this fear, you know, if the child is really indoctrinated really early into the religion, you know, you're told if you do these things you're going to go to hell, and that, you know, that can really be traumatizing for the child, you know. But I think spirituality is more about love, you know. It's just more it's more focused on the love, you know, that is within you, and, you know, spreading that love and light to people around you. You know, that's kind of the focus of it. So religion is more about for people who are scared to go to hell, and spirituality is for the people who have already been there. You know, and I say this all the time in my personal walk with spirituality. You know, I say, listen, I've already been to hell, so I don't really know what we're fearing out here. I've already been there, you know, with spirituality, with religion anyway. So yeah, I just think that you don't really need to have a religion to just have morals. I think we're all born with an innate kind of knowing of what is right and what is wrong. You know, you even see that with children. Children just know automatically sometimes when there's danger around. They know there's danger. So I think we kind of know inherently what is right and what is wrong, that kind of thing. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you so much for listening to my spirituality versus religion. I hope that you found some useful information in this particular video. If you've liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one.